Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the Hot Stocks Outlook for the week of August 10th, 2018. Hope you all are having an excellent week in the financial markets, and as always, we have a lot to cover. So we're going to start here with Ball Corporation. We've got Activision shares to look at, Bridgepoint Education, Scientific Games Corporation, and also Berkshire Hathaway. So very important to understand, we've had really a lot of great opportunities turn up really towards the beginning part of July. And so we can see that here in shares of Ball Corporation. These are all daily bars going all the way back towards the beginning of July. And against those daily bars, you see there's a few indicators. Now, against the price data, there's a black line there and also a blue line. Now, the black line is a regular simple moving average, or what we refer to as the actual moving average. And what we're able to compare that price data to, that actual moving average, is compare it to this blue value, which is generated via the artificial intelligence found within this software here. So what it's doing is analyzing how other markets are affecting the target market, in this case, Ball Corporation, and forecasting future prices. So we can see that we get this move of 35.77 moving above the actual moving average of 35.65. And that suggests that, look, it's time to go ahead and look to go and take long positions on the market. The trend is now to the upside. Average prices are expected to move higher. Now, in addition to that predicted moving average, we also have this indicator at the bottom, which is an extremely accurate 48-hour indicator. So it's only looking ahead 2 trading days or 2 candlesticks, but it lets you know when there's short-term strength or weakness in the market. So you see here, we move down to a red configuration there. You get some lower lows coming in over the next couple days. Again, it happens here. You get a little bit of sideways action and lower lows, but the blue line, the trend, still remains to the upside. So that'll help guide you over the course of a given trade, but you're also even given a predicted high and low range, which you see off to the very right-hand side of the chart. We can see what those actual predictions are against the actual market data to see how accurate each prediction is before the trading day occurs. And we can see how this forecast works in its entirety of overall trend up, neural index to the upside, and then look to get a good intraday level with the help of those predicted high and low ranges, which again are provided before each and every trading day. So you see, as you're looking to get into the markets, almost a perfect predicted low. You see the predicted low of 35.81, the actual low 35.81. So almost a perfect entry into this market the next trading day. But you see, not every day you're going to hit that predicted low, but it is a great guide as far as where you can look to take a position. Gets you in the configuration of buying sometimes when it's uncomfortable while the market's trading lower, but has you prepared to get a really good intraday price in a uptrending market. So we see here about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 entries so far as this market. Ball Corporation has moved up pretty considerably just over the last month here, with really a lot of these markets turning up in July. Now, that's not the whole story here. So we see, 15% move higher. We look at the financials; those are all moving considerably higher. But some areas of technology are not performing well, and so you don't want to get caught up in just buying anything. Go long where the trend is up, but also be looked to, actually take short positions where there's that downtrending market. So we see here in shares of Activision. You get that actual predicted moving average, in this case moving below the actual moving average, signaling the trend is now down. You see all this weakness from the neural index. And of course, on the day that you want to come in and then look to be a trader in the market, you of course want to look to these predicted levels. So again, you have all these levels the day before the actual trading day occurs, and then it populates a candle here to show how accurate these predictions are. But you see that if you're in that configuration to be a short, looking to short on any sort of rallies in the market with the help of these predicted highs and lows, you get a great entry at the beginning of the move lower, 4 great entries as a shorter term trader or adding to that trending position. You see another entry down here as the market moves to those predicted lows in pretty short order there. So really nice opportunities to the downside where you can be in a trending market where the market's moving in your favor on the short side, but also have some longs out there that are moving up like many of these markets have been doing over the last month here. Now, 12% decline there in shares of Activision. Bridgepoint Education. So here we have towards the midpoint in July, crossover to the upside, the trend is up. And look at all this strength from the neural index. So if this is a market you decide to trade, or maybe you run your scan and you see this crossover, say, okay, I want to get involved in the market, you can give, of course, look towards those predicted high and low ranges. But as long as that blue line remains above the black line, keep managing that position, stay long. So of course, let's bring up those predicted ranges. And again, you see how this works. We start to move away here, but nice entry there, hitting that predicted low, hitting the predicted low there, and then getting this huge explosion in price over the past couple of weeks here. So we see over the duration of this entire trend, market's up significantly here, up over 90% move to the upside in just the past 17 trading days of Ball Corp. So you can find these markets that are trending higher, take those positions with the help of those predicted highs and lows, and as long as the market trends higher, hold on to that position, capture that trend. Here in Scientific Games Corporation, so I believe these make slot machines and things like that, and a lot of the resorts and things like Wynn Resorts and Caesars. A lot of these things doing very poorly over the past couple of weeks. So while in July we have markets that are just trending higher, moving up, other things just absolutely getting slammed here. We see Scientific Games here cross over to the downside. Neural Index, heavily at a 0 here, saying, look, over these 48-hour periods moving forward, the trend is down. Look to be a short in the market. And again, you want to look towards those predicted levels that you're provided every trading day to help guide, whatever that trading strategy is. Maybe you're an intraday trader, you're a day trader, maybe you're a longer term swing trader, maybe you trade options. But of course you want to know, look, the market's trending lower, and intraday, this is a really great time to get involved with that trade. And we see just this market has bottomed out, down 32%. In just the past 12 trading days. So really just a couple weeks of trading here, market down over 30%, and a lot of those resorts down 10, 15%, doing very poorly there. So the resorts area, some of these tech names, but overall though, a lot of the market's doing very, very well. We've talked about Berkshire over the past few weeks here, and just wanted to highlight really since we left off here, really this price action here that you see on the right-hand side of the chart. We really see how this works. The crossovers come through, get you involved in the market. You can look towards, again, predicted lows to guide you and get you that initial entry into the market. But look after this gap up, how these predicted ranges work so that you're buying at these lower levels for that shorter term price action. If you're a shorter term trader, selling at these predicted highs. And as a trend trader, still around for this big gap up and move higher, which, a lot of times in stocks, you got to have that position on days ahead of time if you want to get the benefit of those gaps and, volatility expanding very rapidly there. So Berkshire now up 11%. Last week, we took a look at Cincinnati Financials, PNC, a lot of these financials doing very, very well. And we see the markets and then a lot of individual stocks turning up as well and doing really well over the past month here. So that's about it for this week's Hot Stocks Outlook. Again, this has been for the week of August 10th, 2018. Thank you again for watching. Best of luck to all the traders out there in the markets. Thanks again, and bye for now.